Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark NZ691UK Corded Vacuum Cleaner. What I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. First of all, I'll just mention that this is the NZ691UK model. There is a sister model, the UKT. I will explain the difference in a couple of minutes. Shark as a brand we sell no end of now across our branches and across the website, and also you will find that the corded range of vacuums, because there's such a good range of them now and the prices are so competitive, that there's always one to pick within your budget. This model sits in the middle of the range of Shark corded vacuum cleaners. Being a bagless vacuum cleaner, obviously at some point you'll need to empty the container, and all you need to do is to press the button in at the top there and the whole container will come off. Now the capacity on this is 1.1 litres, so it's a very generous capacity. You will find when you want to empty it, all you need to do is go to a bin and just press that button and then it will empty underneath there. If you wanted to give it a bit of a clean, then what you can do is you've got access to the top as well. Just press that and you can open that too. Now when it comes to cleaning it, I suppose you can just get a damp cloth inside and just give it a wipe out if you want to. Some people want to give it a really good wash, but just make sure it's completely dry before you put it back together. Also, when you are cleaning it, even if you're just giving it a wipe round, just make sure the seals around here are perfectly clean. You don't want any dust or any dirt around there, and also the same at the bottom as well. When it comes to the filtration on the vacuum, you've actually got two filters in here. You've got the main spongy filter on the top, and then just underneath, if I can grab that, that just comes out. So with both of these, you can give them a wash, and as I said earlier regarding the bin, make sure they are completely and utterly dry before you put them in the vacuum. If you don't, then it will damage the vacuum and it won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. Now at this time we're making the video, these products actually come with a 5-year guarantee. I'm not saying it'll always be on, because sometimes Shark will change the promotion on these, but that's well worth it with the 5-year guarantee, always a good promotional aspect. Now what I would normally recommend when you purchase a vacuum cleaner, whether it's corded or cordless, is that you buy a spare set of filters. And the main reason for that is that when you wash these filters, rather than leaving on the side to dry, because it will take around 24 hours for them to dry properly, then what you can do is if you had a spare set of filters, then you can actually put those in the vacuum straight away after you've washed these, so you're just not losing any vacuuming time. You have also got an extra post-motor filter, and that's just on the front here, and all you need to do to take that out, just press the clip and take that out like that. Now it is recommended to clean that probably once a year, but obviously it varies depending on how often you vacuum and how dirty it will get. The weight of the vacuum is just under 6 kilograms, so it's not the lightest of vacuum cleaners, but if you want to go much lighter than this, then you really need to look into a cordless one. Now you have got something called anti-hair wrap. I'll just show you underneath, and as you can see from the brush roller, you've actually got two elements to it. So you've got the brushes, which are quite stiff bristles, and also you've got these rubber fins as well. And the main advantage of this, with the anti-hair wrap, if you have got, say, hairy members of your family, or if you've got pets that molt, and if you get a lot of hair on the carpet, which I know personally has been an issue for me at home, and what you'll find is that often the hair will get wrapped around the brush. You need to take the brush roller out, give it a clean. It's just a time-consuming exercise. Whereas Shark came up with this technology called anti-hair wrap, and it just reduces the amount of hair that you get wrapped around here. But if at any point you did want to take the bottom plate off and remove the brush roller, then it's nice and easy. All you need to do is you get a coin and twist it into these sections here, and then just take the bottom plate off. Being a corded vacuum cleaner, obviously you're going to need to plug it in, and Shark have been very generous, giving us an 8-metre cord on here, and that's quite a good length, especially when you compare it to some of the other cheaper brands, because there's nothing more frustrating than having to move between main sockets when you're vacuuming. On the vacuum itself, you've got the hard floor switch, and you've also got the carpet switch as well. And at the top here, so on the main handle, you've actually got a maximum suction and minimum suction option too. So if you are vacuuming, for example, on a carpet that didn't need the full suction, then you can just reduce that down if you wanted to. When it comes to using the tools side of the vacuum, then there's a couple of options. First of all, you can just remove this top part if you wanted. So you just press the button at the back, and then you've got the flexible hose, and you can use that on its own. Another way of doing it is you've got a button just here, press that, and then you can remove more of the pole. And when you're using that, if you wanted to get up into a corner or even down to a bottom corner, it just makes it slightly easier because you've got this wand attached to it too. As mentioned earlier, the weight of the vacuum, just under 6 kilograms, it's not the lightest on the market. So if it could make it slightly lighter, especially when you're having to take it upstairs, then that could always be a bonus. And Shark have thought of that. They've come up with some technology called lift away. And the advantage of lift away technology is that when you press the button on the side here, what will happen is you remove the main floor head, and that takes away a big chunk of the weight. So if you just needed to take that part upstairs or just go and move around the house with it, then for me that is a huge bonus. When it comes to the tools and accessories, you get a couple of tools with this model. First one, this is the cheeky little crevice tool. That's quite a standard tool on, really I suppose, on any vacuum cleaner now. And that's ideal to get into shorter spaces. So if you are limited for space, then that's an ideal one to get into. Also, you've got this one. This is called a multi-surface tool. And with this is, I suppose, a combination of two different tools. So with this, you've got quite a stiff bristle brush. And also if you press the button, take it off, then you've got an upholstery tool as well. Now, I mentioned earlier that there is a sister model, the NZ691UK T, and the T stands for turbo or pet brush. And basically what that is, that's a rotating brush. So it's got a rotating brush bar, and it's quite a small tool. It doesn't come with this one, but it does come with the UKT model. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these models, either 691 or the 691 UKT, then I have provided a couple of links below to show you where to get them at competitive prices. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Shark NZ691UK Corded Vacuum Cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. Do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. I know I've not given you a demonstration of it, but I just really wanted to go through some of the features and benefits that it offers and try and keep the video quite short. If you have got one of these, so if you've got one of the, not necessarily this model, but one of the Shark corded vacuums, let me know what you honestly think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for joining me today.